Billy, you look great.
I went from a young Jackie Gleason to an old Paul Newman.
Security had to check IDs because even they couldn't confirm who they were looking at. That's the level of transformation some celebrities have reached recently. From dramatic weight loss to completely new lifestyles, Hollywood stars are changing in ways that leave fans stunned. But these transformations aren't just about appearance. They're about survival, discipline, and second chances. Before we reveal the most shocking stories, make sure to subscribe and support the channel so you never miss the real journeys behind Hollywood's most unbelievable transformations. Drew Carey's transformation is impressive not only because of the amount of weight he lost, but also because he has managed to maintain it for more than 15 years. The longtime host of The Price is Right dropped about 80 pounds back in 2010, going from roughly 262 pounds down to around 182. Even now, well into his late 60s, he has kept the weight off and continues to live the lifestyle that helped him make that change. His approach was simple but extremely disciplined. Drew adopted a strict no-carb diet, cutting out bread, pasta, starches, and sugar completely. It wasn't just reducing those foods, it meant removing them entirely from his daily routine. Along with his new diet, he committed to about 45 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, turning exercise into a regular part of his life. The turning point came after a serious warning from his doctor. Drew was told that if he didn't improve his health, his future could be at risk. That moment forced him to rethink his habits and make a major change in how he lived. However, Drew has said the biggest transformation wasn't physical, it was mental. He realized he cared about himself enough to want a healthier life. Instead of feeling like he had to change, he began believing he truly deserved it. Today, he remains active, energetic, and proof that long-term consistency can lead to lasting results. Rosie O'Donnell surprised many fans with a transformation she didn't talk much about publicly at first. The longtime television personality, best known for The Rosie O'Donnell Show, reportedly began using the medication Mounjaro to help manage diabetes. Over time, the changes became noticeable. She dropped from wearing an extra large to a large, and even shared that she could fit into button-fly jeans again, something she hadn't experienced in years. An unexpected part of her transformation came after she moved to Ireland. In Los Angeles, Rosie had access to a personal chef and a very different lifestyle. But in Ireland, she began cooking more of her own meals and naturally shifted toward healthier choices. She also reduced sugar in her diet and focused on drinking more water. These simple changes gradually made a big difference. Rosie later shared photos on social media and admitted that sometimes she barely recognized herself in the mirror. Fans quickly noticed the difference as well. Her face appeared more defined, her energy seemed stronger, and many people felt she looked happier than she had in years. What makes her story especially relatable is her honesty about the emotional side of the experience. Rosie described the strange feeling of seeing a new version of herself after decades of looking a certain way. For fans who remember her groundbreaking talk show from the 1990s and early 2000s, watching her thrive in this new chapter has been genuinely inspiring. Jelly Roll's transformation is one of the most inspiring stories still unfolding right now. The country rap star once weighed around 540 pounds, a number that placed his health in serious danger. But over the past few years, he has made a dramatic change. By late 2025, Jelly Roll had dropped to about 300 pounds, losing more than 200 pounds in the process. What makes his story stand out is how simple his approach actually sounds. Jelly Roll often jokes that his method isn't flashy or trendy. Instead, he focuses on eating more protein, adding vegetables to his meals, and walking regularly. While it may sound basic, the consistency behind those choices has completely transformed his life. One moment that surprised fans even more came when Jelly Roll decided to shave off the beard he had worn for over a decade. When he posted the video online, many people genuinely struggled to recognize him. Without the beard and after losing so much weight, his appearance had changed dramatically. The motivation behind his transformation came from serious health scares. Jelly Roll has spoken openly about experiencing multiple heart issues that forced him to confront the reality of his situation. He admitted that he felt like he had already been given several chances to change. Now he's channeling that second chance into a new lifestyle. He completed his first 5K race and even started a Losers Run Club to encourage others to join him. For Jelly Roll, this journey is about survival, honesty, and proving that change is possible. Whoopi Goldberg's transformation made headlines, but what truly set her story apart was her honesty about how it happened. The legendary actress, comedian, and longtime View moderator once revealed that her weight had climbed to nearly 300 pounds while she was filming the movie Till. Seeing herself on screen became a powerful wake-up call. She later admitted that when she watched the footage, her first thought was simply, "Oh, that's a lot of me." Part of that weight gain came after a serious health crisis that required steroid treatment, which significantly affected her body. As she focused on improving her health and managing diabetes, Whoopi began using the medication Mounjaro. Over time, viewers started noticing visible changes. Her appearance on The View gradually looked different as the weight came off and her health improved. What makes Whoopi's story unique is that she never tried to hide the role medication played. Instead, she openly told audiences, "That's what I used." For her, it wasn't something to be embarrassed about. It was a medical decision that helped her regain control of her health. She has also spoken openly about the judgment people often face when discussing weight loss medication. Whoopi has encouraged others to stop criticizing personal health choices and remember that everyone's situation is different. For viewers who see her every weekday morning, her transparency has been refreshing. Rather than hiding the truth, Whoopi chose honesty, helping shift the conversation toward understanding and removing the stigma surrounding medical support for weight loss. Billy Gardell's transformation tells a much deeper story than just numbers on a scale. The Mike and Molly star once weighed around 370 pounds at his heaviest. Over time, he made the life-changing decision to undergo gastric bypass surgery, a step that helped him begin a dramatic health journey. In total, Billy has lost around 170 pounds and now maintains a weight close to 210 pounds. But for Billy, the real story goes beyond the physical change. He has openly talked about how his weight was connected to emotional struggles that started early in his life. In interviews, he explained that food became a form of protection. It was a way to cope with difficult experiences and also a way to celebrate moments of success. As he once put it, he was both medicating his fears and rewarding himself with food. The turning point came during the pandemic. Billy realized that he had several health conditions that placed him in a high-risk category. Looking at his wife and his son, he understood that he needed to make a change if he wanted to be there for them in the future. Even after surgery, Billy has been honest about the reality of the process. He often reminds people that surgery is not a magic solution. It simply gives someone the chance to start over. Today, Billy is diabetes-free. His heart rate has improved dramatically, and he has the energy to live a fuller, healthier life. Kelly Clarkson's recent transformation caught fans' attention almost immediately. After relocating to New York City, the Grammy-winning singer and talk show host began appearing noticeably slimmer. Reports suggest she has lost more than 60 pounds, and initially, she credited the change to lifestyle adjustments that naturally came with her new environment. In New York, Kelly found herself walking far more than she ever did before. That constant movement became part of her daily routine. Along with the increased activity, she focused on eating a high-protein diet, which helped stabilize her energy levels and support her overall health. However, Kelly later decided to clarify something important. While lifestyle changes played a major role, she also began using a prescription medication recommended by her doctor to help address blood sugar concerns. She emphasized that the medication is not Ozempic, even though many people assumed it might be. Kelly explained that the prescription works by helping her body metabolize sugar more efficiently. She also revealed that her doctor had actually been recommending the treatment for nearly 2 years before she finally agreed to try it. Because of thyroid issues that affect her metabolism, the medication became part of a broader health plan designed specifically for her. What makes Kelly's story refreshing is her honesty about the process. She has openly said she's simply following her doctor's advice and focusing on what helps her feel healthy. The transformation is clear to fans, with Kelly appearing more energetic, confident, and even able to fit into favorite jeans she hadn't worn in years. Oprah Winfrey's transformation marks the end of an era in the world of celebrity weight loss. For decades, the legendary talk show host openly battled her weight in front of millions of viewers. She became one of the most recognizable figures associated with dieting, famously partnering with Weight Watchers and sharing her struggles with food and self-discipline over the years. But recently, Oprah revealed that her approach to health has evolved. After years of trying to manage her weight through traditional dieting and exercise, Oprah admitted she began using a GLP-1 medication in late 2023. She explained that the medication helped quiet what she calls food noise, the constant mental chatter about hunger and cravings that had followed her for most of her life. Alongside the medication, she continues to focus on healthy habits, including balanced meals and long hiking sessions. One major decision showed how serious this shift was. Oprah stepped down from the board of Weight Watchers to avoid any conflict of interest once she began using the medication. That move alone signaled a major change in how she now views weight management. More importantly, Oprah has started reframing the conversation around obesity. Instead of treating it as a failure of willpower, she now speaks about it as a medical condition that sometimes requires pharmaceutical support. Now in her 70s, Oprah says she finally feels free from decades of self-judgment. She can travel, work, and hike miles at a time without constantly worrying about her body, embracing a healthier and more compassionate outlook on herself. Al Roker's transformation is one of the longest and most consistent weight loss stories in television. The Today Show weatherman lost around 100 pounds after undergoing gastric bypass surgery back in 2002. What makes his journey truly remarkable isn't just the amount of weight he lost, but the fact that he has managed to maintain it for more than 2 decades. For over 20 years, Al has stayed committed to a daily routine that keeps him active and accountable. His goal is simple: at least 10,000 steps every day. Along with that, he includes short but consistent workouts in his schedule, such as about 10 minutes of weight training and 20 minutes on the treadmill. When the weather allows, he also enjoys long walks through Central Park, sometimes lasting 30 to 45 minutes. Al believes the key to maintaining his transformation is consistency rather than perfection. One of his personal mottos is that something is always better than nothing. Even on days when he doesn't feel motivated, he still makes sure to move his body in some way. He also keeps track of his progress by weighing himself regularly, not as a form of pressure, but as a way to stay aware of his habits. At the same time, Al doesn't believe in extreme restriction. He still enjoys some of his favorite foods in moderation, including a weekly ribeye steak with sides. Now in his 70s, Al continues to stay active, proving that long-term commitment can truly change a life. These transformations remind us that behind every dramatic before and after photo is a real story. Health scares, difficult choices, and the courage to change. Some used discipline, others used medical support, but each journey was deeply personal. The real takeaway isn't how much weight someone lost, but how they reclaimed their health. If stories like these inspire you, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and stay with us for more real stories behind Hollywood's biggest transformations.